Oh yeah, I've been jump certified since I was 18.
Wow.
That's why I left the Army. I had a streamer. My riser popped when I was going into Fallujah. Basically almost destroyed my back to the point where I can't even get certified as a firefighter in the state of Florida.
Hello, this is a free call from an inmate at the Orange County Corrections. To accept this free call, press 0.
And I can't even begin to think if this gets out on the internet or the news.
It is, what time is it? 12:17 in the afternoon. I'm here at
Deputy First Class David Minigan.
Sergeant Keith Vidler.
All right, so today we're going to be recording a conversation. He's going to be calling Jeremy Dewitte and making contact with him reference to an escort.
Let's get him on the phone.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system.
Metro State.
Hey, Jay.
Yes.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
Great. Hey, buddy, did you get that route I sent you, the one that goes up through Seville?
No, I didn't get any email.
Okay, well, I'm going to send that to you.
Okay.
It's still going to be about 2 hours. It's probably going to be about 84 or 86 miles country roads, not very many stoplights. I guess what I need to know is if, because remember we talked about doing 10 at first, and then you said we needed 18 when we were going to go through the loop.
Right.
Since we're not going through the loop, I just wanted to see how many people you thought we needed. And remember, you told me you were in the military, so you're going to give me the military discount.
Right. So what's your pre-registration like at right now?
I'm at 252 that are pre-registered for the 3-day event, which will be included in the Saturday ride. And I'll be honest with you, between the Gold Wing Club, the Llama Group, and the Buffalo Soldiers, I'd probably say we can get another 100.
Okay. I need to look at the route. I mean, I'll say 10, but I just don't want to have you undercovered.
Well, that's fine. That's fine.
So let me look at the route and see how many stops there actually is and how many, stoplights or stop signs or things like that and go from there.
Okay. So let me think. So if we do the 10, is it still going to be the 1,200?
Yes.
Okay.
That's the discount. Just because normally we're 160 an officer.
Okay.
So.
All right. So the other thing, if it rains, I'm not sure it will. We're still going to do the ride, unless it's just downpour. Or you guys are still going to do it, right?
Of course. Yeah.
Now I need you to do me a favor, please.
What's that?
You know I was the second guy in the Ribbon Riders, and that was the biggest clusterfuck I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
If I hadn't turned to go back towards Benson Junction Road, we'd have ended up in damn Daytona Beach.
Right, I know.
So what I'm going to ask for, because I got so many people coming from out of state, and I got so many people coming from in Florida, I want to make sure, and if you have to have extra people, I don't care. I want to have the escort in front of us.
Okay, you want a cruiser in front?
Yeah.
Knows the route.
Yeah.
Okay, I can do that.
Okay.
Not a problem.
Look at it, figure out what you got to do, and then call me back.
Sounds good.
All right.
Sounds like a plan, yes, sir.
Now, shooting shit just for the hell of it. What branch of the military were you in?
Army.
Army? So was I. Where were you stationed?
I was Benning and then I was Bragg. I was originally a Ranger, 3rd Battalion out of Benning, and then I was 3rd Group out of Bragg.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for your service.
Thank you. What
All
did
right.
you do?
I was I had a lot of MOSs. I was 31B20, which was communications, and then I was 16F Foxtrot, which was the M42 Duster. That's why I wear the hearing aids. I was on that more than anything.
Yeah, that was definitely probably different times.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
But yeah, I was 18 series, so I was 18 MOS. So my last 6.5 years, 7 years almost.
Wow. So you
yeah.
jumped.
Oh yeah, I've been jump certified since I was 18.
Wow.
That's why I left the Army. I had a streamer. My riser popped when I was going into Fallujah. My riser popped when I was going into Fallujah. I basically almost destroyed my back to the point where I can't even get certified as a firefighter in the state of Florida. That's why I started my business.
Well, you see me, but I got hit by a drunk. That's a whole other story.
Yeah.
So, what do you think the max personnel would be, so I know exactly how much I would have to budget, worst case scenario?
I'll say 10, but I just feel like that's not going to be enough. So I would recommend 12 or 14, but I don't think we'll go over 14. All
right. Well, here's what I want you to do. I just want to make sure it's safe, because I don't want to be involved in anything like happened with the ribbon riders.
Yeah, that was dangerous. And then on top of that, we were speeding around to get back up front. So,
Oh, I know. You scared me. I had one or two of them come by me doing 100 miles an hour.
Yeah.
And I was on that damn road going around the lake.
Right. It's crazy how they just, the thing is if you don't have somebody in front, I mean, our guys knew that. That's why we took over once she passed the turn. That's why we were, I was kind of rolling in the front for the rest of the time.
Right.
But it was just like, you've got to have somebody that knows the route, because if we're not there, they need to know that this is where we either can sit and wait for a second for them to catch up or turn, just because we're not at the light doesn't mean keep going straight if you don't know the way.
Right, exactly. Well, you ain't going to have to worry about that, because the guy that designed the route and myself will be up front, so there's not going to... I'm going to be up front so I can get back early enough to get ready for the rest of the day, because the rest of the day is huge.
Yeah, not a problem.
All right, buddy, I appreciate you.
I'll review it. Send that to me, and I'll make sure I review it and go over it.
All right, man. Thanks a lot. Appreciate you.
Sir.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye.
Outstanding.
All right, so that's why, because he knows he's a talker.
Yeah.
Military guys are talking.
Well, the only thing did you see how, hesitant he was on the phone?
No, he wasn't.
He was just flowing because he knows me.
Okay.
Yeah. The little bit of hesitant you got was for the military part.
We had to think of bullshit. That MOS he made up, that ain't even an MOS.
No, I know it right away. And he didn't jump into Fallujah.
Oh, I know. He jumped into Fallujah. I had to keep everything I could from laughing on that one.
Jump into Fallujah and all that crap.
They're arresting all of us on the camera, every single one of us. Rania, Rania, I don't have time for this. What are you talking? Listen, I don't. Rania,
Hey, Sam.
I gotta go. Diego, listen, I need you to tell Amir they're arresting all of my guys and they're possibly going to arrest me. We just did a funeral escort and they're saying that we can't wear what we're union wearing. And Orlando police is arresting all my guys right now. One is Victor Perez. One is Stephen DeGron. One is Randall something or other. Stephen DeGron, Randall something or other, and Victor Perez. And they're probably going to arrest me. And I don't know why.
I was telling him about some of the stuff years ago we had. There's two brothers. I don't know if he's one of them. They were kind of running the company that we arrested.
Yeah, because I used to live on Nebraska.
They were impersonating your bike unit years ago, and also they were going down the drive during the classic and writing tickets. They stole some tickets or writing tickets during the classic.
For English, press 1. For a collect call, press 0. Please enter your 12-digit TID number. Please enter the area code and phone. Please hold. Please wait while your call is being connected. Please hold. Hello, this is a free call from...
Hey, please pick up.
an inmate at the Orange County Corrections. To accept this free call, press 0. This call is from a correction facility and is subject to monitoring and recording.
Thank you for using Global Tellink.
Hey, baby.
Hey,
How are you?
I'm good. I'm just trying to, sleep.
Oh, you were in bed? Oh, yeah, you gotta
I'm in
work
bed.
tomorrow. I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
All right.
How are you?
Stressed out, but I'm alright. Just stressing about the money because I know I didn't do anything, So I'll let you read the report when you see it.
Yeah.
He says in the report right here. He says, first off, there's a lot of things that to explain it could take hours, but law enforcement, you have to have a reason to pull somebody over. You have to have a reason to run somebody's tag. Then you have to have a reason for all the things. It's a chain, a chain. And if you don't have one of the links, your chain is illegal. So he says in the first statement, he says, I see a funeral escort being conducted. A black and white motorcycle with its air horn enters the intersection. He passes my clearly marked patrol car. Then he says here, in his first line in the report, he says, he goes over the double yellow line and goes into oncoming traffic. But then he says, while traveling within the same lane as the vehicles in the procession. So if I'm in the same lane as the vehicles in the procession, then I never drove over the yellow line. I drove in the line with the cars, which is what we've done for 10 years. And I know I did that because he was sitting right there. So we all were doing exactly what we were supposed to do. So he lies saying that I was over the yellow line and driving into oncoming traffic, but then in the same sentence before the period, he says, and traveled within the same lane as the vehicle procession. In the same sentence. Yeah. So he had no legal bearing to pull me over. But see, here's the other thing. He didn't pull me over. The sergeant did. He was nowhere to be seen. So it's whatever, dude. And then the whole lie about the computer, the stolen tap motorcycle, that they had to put me in handcuffs.
Yeah. What did Amir say?
Amir says we're going to have to hire a civil attorney and sue. But civil attorneys hate suing the police departments.
Yeah.
And you have to find the right one. And he knows a couple. The problem is it's expensive. It's expensive. Yeah. But if you win, then you get all that money back. But if you don't win, you lost all that money.
Yeah.
But if we just let it go, because I know the state will drop the charges, or I know we'll beat it in court.
That's what I'm asking you. What Amir said about your charges.
Oh, he's not even worried about that. He's like, more than likely the state won't file. And he said, if they do file, I'll get them to drop them. He's like, you've been doing it for 10 years wearing the same uniform. I was like,
right.
I know. We didn't decide to impersonate law enforcement today. We've been doing the same thing with the same lights and the same stickers for 10 years.
You guys have poked the bear one too many times. The bear's coming out of the woods. All right?
Yeah.
And he's like, and they really passed the other guys doing the same thing. I was like, passed exactly 4 units to get to me. He's like, so let me get this straight. They passed 4 units that were doing the same thing, lights and air horn, to come to you. And I said, yes. He's like, then they were signaling you out. And I said, right. And it was the sergeant. He's like, so he singled you out of everyone you work with that day on that escort and came to talk to you. I said, yep. That, he said, is I forget the word he used. It's illegal. It's illegal. You can't. It's like if you arrest a drug dealer and you're the cop, unless unless you have clear proof evidence that he's selling drugs again, if you fuck with him, you're going to be held liable for fucking with him. You can't do that. You can't keep harassing the same person. So he knows me from my past, so he was coming to harass me. That's harassment. And then I've been arrested falsely accused and falsely arrested. And I can't even begin to fucking think if this gets out on the internet or the news.
Oh yeah, I've been jump certified since I was 18.
Wow.
That's why I left the Army. I had a streamer. My riser popped when I was going into Fallujah. Basically almost destroyed my back to the point where I can't even get certified as a firefighter in the state of Florida.
And I can't even begin to fucking think if this gets out on the internet or the news.
Army? So was I. Where were you stationed?
I was Benning and then I was Bragg. I was originally a Ranger, 3rd Battalion out of Benning, and then I was 3rd Group out of Bragg.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for your service.
Thank you. What did you do?
I was I had a lot of MOSs. I was 31B20, which was communications, and then I was 16F Foxtrot, which was the M42 Duster. That's why I wear the hearing aids. I was on that more than anything.
Yeah, that was definitely probably different times. So, you know, but yeah, I was 18 series, so I was 18 MOS, so my last 6.5 years, 7 years almost.
Wow. So you jumped?
Oh yeah, I've been jump certified since I was 18.
Wow.
That's why I left the Army. I had a streamer. My riser popped when I was going into Fallujah.